Okay, this is my update from the last video. I know I had made a couple of videos, but I didn't get a chance to post it because I have to edit it and all that stuff, and I am not that good at stuff. I'm just learning how to do this thing. So, but anyway, here we go. So I have the N54 out and just chill alongside. Now I have the 1.5J in the car, and you can see it's sitting very beautifully with tons of room on the front. And I did measure the center from the N54, and it is just about the same, 15 and a quarter. This is reading about just about the same. So if anything, it's off by like about an eighth or so from the center, which is good. And you could adjust that from here. So these, I got these off of eBay. They work good and all, but unfortunately, the oil pan is sitting on the frame, on the subframe. Let me see right here. Sitting on the subframe. Pause. As you can see, the pan is hitting the subframe right here. What I've read, or what I was told, that some guys, they just cut the subframe here and then reinforce the bottom and reinforce it, or they customize the oil pan. But from Alvarez Fabrication, Francisco, he adjusted the motor mounts that will push this back and clear the subframe and still have about an inch on the from the firewall to the back of the engine. I'll show you that in a second. So here we go. I do have room. As you can see, I do have room for it to go back. My whole hand could fit back there right now. Right? So with Francisco or Alvarez Fabrication, with his motor mounts, is going to push it back at least another inch and a half, which would be good for me and for anyone using R154. Let me see that gap right there, which is good. For anyone using R154 on the 1J in the E39. Stand by. So once I get that pushed back, that would line up right in the hole, because I think I'm only off by probably 1 5/8 inch and a half, which would put me dead center, just about. I'm no mathematician, but good. I also got my the grommet and the foam and the shifter leather boot and everything already. Next up is the coil situation. I did my coil packs before. I did the coil packs, but my OCD took over, because it was sitting underneath the hose and it was really bothering me. Why it was bothering me, do not know. So I went and I messed with it. Kind of messed it up, broke it a little bit. But these are the NGKs, these are NZ plugs. I think the ZZ plugs, I really should have bought the ZZ, that 1Z plug, because they point up. The plug, the female points up, which is a lot easier to install and remove. As you can see, I have the harness in from Wireline Specialties. Fits beautifully. I also did. I slide it into the grommet. Took a while, but I got that done. Wire it came under. I got a couple of stuff already wiring. I'm going to install the injectors today, in addition to fixing this and finish up some of the wiring. I did also installed my battery cable. This is a 2-aught cable. I bought it a couple of years from Amazon when I did the big 3 on my GS. And so this is going to battery to the battery post on the back that the charger is hooked up to right now. The trickle charger is hooked up to right now. And I put it in the sleeve. Put it in the sleeve here so that, you know, protect it from the heat. And then change out the ground. I'll put another 0 gauge ground to the block over here, somewhere on the side here, and then bring it on top over here for jump start. I also install my battery post for the jump start, and that's also going to be connected to the battery post on the back. All right, so the coolant system situation figured out. These two, I have dual zone. These two go left and right on the dual zone here. Let me see if you can see it. Let me add a little bit more illumination. All right, so these two go into the back, into the dual zone. This comes back out. So when this comes back out, this has to go into this guy over on this side, right? And the input that feeds it all is this guy, and he goes right here. You see that? That's the output from the block, and he goes into this pump, and once he goes hit that pump, the pump sends it in there and brings it back out, right? And then it goes into this to the water pump. And that's exactly how BMW have it on theirs. The same way. It comes out. Alright, so it comes out of here, which is off the side of the block. Once you take off the intake manifold, you see it's bolted to the block in the back. And then it comes back and goes in here, into the water pump. But before it goes into the water pump, it also goes to the reservoir that sits on the side of the radiator, which, again, it's not a problem. Piece of cake. Wire harness done, cooler, and fuel. Okay, so this is the main fuel coming in. Main fuel line coming in. Vacuum for the tank, right? I plan on using this valve right here and just hook it up to the thing. I haven't trying to get it out. I haven't gotten it out as yet. But this valve, this one here goes to the brake. This top here goes to the brake booster, and then this one goes into that same vacuum line right here. This guy right here. This line is for the regulator. I don't need it anymore because I would have my own fuel regulator coming off of this here and having it posted somewhere around here. I don't know where yet, but before the day is out, I might figure it out, right? And what I've learned also about the fuel system. All right, so what I've learned about the fuel system is that what we have here is, is that the blue? I was told the blue line. All right. So this is the vacuum line that goes back into the fuel tank. This one here, right? He goes back into the fuel tank. And this one that is in line with this, that's the pressure line coming from the fuel pump. So this is the pressure line coming from the fuel pump. This is the return. So what I have to do is, number one, I have to get rid of this altogether, right? And then put another filter in space here, a regular filter, and hook up the pressure line to feed the front, and then the return line to the my fuel regulator. right? So it's very simple. It's not that difficult. I would suggest just pulling the fuse on the fuel pump, and before you do it, and somehow, I don't know, empty your tank a little bit, as much as you can, so you don't have fuel all over the floor. Hopefully, I listen to my own suggestion and do it, because I know exactly what's going to happen to me when I do it. All right, so this is it. Next stop, got to go to Nassau drive shaft and figure out the drive shaft situation. In the meantime, I am contemplating, while I'm waiting for USPS to bring in my motor mounts from Alvarez Fabrication. Definitely put the link in there. While I'm getting ready for that, these motor mounts. And guess what? It's here. All right, hold on. So, look what just came from Alvarez Fabrication Performance, my guy. So, guess what's about to go down? It's about to go down. Hold on, let me open the box for you. Yeah, my guy, Alvarez Fabrication and Performance. Yo, y'all should see some work he did there. He got a Corvette. He just did an intercooler system on there. Pure fire. Oh, nice. Very nice. Solid, too. I was going to paint it, but I'm so excited. I'm going to just put it in today. And you made it foolproof. Passenger side. Haha. What do you think? I guess that'll be the right side, huh? And driver's side, which is also the left side. Let's go. So we're going to drop this in today, and I'm going to show y'all how it looks when I'm done. I don't have a fancy camera to do all the other stuff, so here we go. But it's looking good. Oh, by the way, too, I also washed up the bay. Power washed it. So she's looking clean in there. All that. Oh, then we got to figure out the exhaust situation. But it's a little tight on this side because of this. But what can I do? You can't have everything. Eh? All right, then. Thank you. So let's get this going.